How's it going, people? It's Liam Catterson here, and we're reacting to another episode of iZombie as we're on episode number 2 of season 2. Looking forward to continuing the season, especially with how episode 1 set up some very interesting things for this season. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing how this season proceeds. You can see I've got my little plaster on for my injection because I had the zombie cure. It's been a hell of a week, so that's where the missing tainted utopian was. So, no, in all seriousness, I need to be tested to see if I need to go to a sleep clinic because it's been a hell of a few weeks for me during sleep. So that's all well and good, but enough about my boring life, and let's focus on the more interesting aspect with iZombie, because like I said, there's been some very interesting things that's been set up with the first episode of season 2, especially with Major and Blaine. They've got new zombie senses, or zombie tingles, if you want to Spider-Man-rise it, I guess. But yeah, Liv's been in a bit of a rut. Major's in a bit of a rut as well, because, and the guy can't catch a break, can he? Because there is, of course, that forced aspect of him having to work for Max Rager, so otherwise bad things are gonna happen. So yeah, it's all well and good, isn't it, in the world of iZombie? So let's continue iZombie season 2 with episode number 2. Let's go. Oh, great Ed2 blue furry guy.
He saw he was stabbed several times in quick succession with a sharp cylindrical object.
He got conquered.
Likely an ice pick. This is Chad Walkoff. He was the pledge captain for Zeta Beta Theta. Wait, don't move.
Try saying that when you're drunk. Oh, utopian.
These look like the exact vials from the boat.
Sounds like a risky plan. Oh, and what? You're the plan guy?
Huh! You know what they say about no risk without reward?
Allow me to light a fire under you.
Do you know why your brother was flipping around like a freaking walrus on ice? Oh, it's on YouTube. You guys gotta see it.
Oh, for crying out loud. Clive's not impressed.
Shave the eyebrows. Maybe snap a ball drag pic.
It sounds like you might have made some people upset. Maybe the victims of these pranks.
I guess like a little.
You, how did Chad ruin your life?
What? Yeah, caught out there, bud.
It was pledge week. Chad made me streak. I didn't know I was streaking by an elementary school till I heard the kids start laughing.
Oh shit!
Was I arrested?
Identify a person was wearing in this photo.
But it's me. Okay, Brody will tell you.
I mean, he seems so convinced it was him, so I'll take it.
Staircase. All right, this Chad, right? All right, still there. Gone. Right, let's go back.
I love how someone commented you're killing it.
But I really need you to try and rein in the bro. We would be in serious trouble if
oh,
saw how you arranged the medical scans.
My goodness!
And this is unacceptable. What if someone came in to identify the loved one and the medical examiner had fart written on his forehead? It isn't funny.
Dude, the guy who killed Chad is a total dick, and I demand... What's that? Just had a vish. But yeah, it was like a discipline
Poor
hearing
Clive.
thing.
Wait, did she do that, or...
Murder Chad, bro. We've got to find this other student. Pronto. Brain fart. Whole new level.
Hey, get it.
I was welcome to see if the student was open to discussing it. He's on his way in now. And you'll never guess what his name is.
Chad Walkoff.
Like the murder victim.
What?
Can you tell us why you filed a grievance against Chad?
Chad and I often got each other's mail back
So
at
you
school.
got the
I got
same...
invited to speak
Okay.
at high school about the dangers of drunk driving. Met with the dean. I filed a complaint. Chad was a buffoon, but I don't think he deserved to die.
All right. I'll contact you.
I was gonna say he did seem a bit shaky in the middle there. But I can't believe he's got the same name as Chad.
Tightly wound, but he didn't give me a premeditated murder vibe. I'm guessing you lost someone close.
Me do drugs, favor. Sorry, I
I didn't realise there were limits to our friendship.
Oh, I was gonna say he's trying.
Back those big brown eyes at me, you manipulative bastard. Alright, I should get going. I do not want to run into the live.
Too late.
Ah.
Just like you're doing a cleanse. Eating dead people brains.
It's just a fact of my life right now. Look past it, please. I want to catch up.
Sorry, bro. No can do.
Oh, ouch. You can still roar, I guess. Time, but it's been like months.
Where anything goes, but close.
Okay, cool. She's me, except not the mole.
This is for one quest of all vision quests. I will not rest until I find the bastard who...
Oh, I love how that was interrupted. Beer pong! Could never get into these parties. I'm a lone guy.
Present, so in my body, but I'm also floating, like watching the experience. Be experience. I literally don't have a care in the world. I'm just floating on goodness.
Major's done. Just do the angel bit from She.
Dude, we need to get more of this.
Oh no.
I want more.
I got you, bro. I got you.
So weird. I say that to Major. Oh no. Oh my god.
Just how glad I am that we're all in the know over the whole zombie thing.
There's a...
Not cool, bro.
I love Ravi out of his mind.
And I'm a bro to whoever's texting you.
What the hell?
I can hear you. I won't let anything happen to you.
And I won't shave your eyebrows.
When he wakes up. I hope there's a little bit of that.
I don't think she knew.
Oh.
11:52 p.m. Heart rate is.
Love that from Clyde though, protecting her.
I'm lagging. I'm swagging. I'm high on the wagon that she tracking.
Instant regret. Look, I've sent texts when I was drunk.
Major, you know what we need for the house?
Same mood.
Prepare yourself. It's pretty gnarly.
Trust me, I'm more than used to.
You never get used to it. I'll be right back. I got 3 more just like this one.
3 more? Oh shit.
So you rented the costume and then just stayed home and didn't use it?
No, like I used it. I just I wore it at home.
You just wore Captain Wazoo's costume in your living room.
I'm a
Go,
furry.
Clive. You.
I'm into costumes that look
Oh,
like
you
stuffed
innocent
animals.
little cherub.
Like, sexually? It's a fetish, okay?
1 in 8 cops, 1 in 3 judges. Remember? I'll get you the cash. You have any idea where you're starting here? I believe I do.
It's a big risk, but he's gonna, you know, own it, so...
Wakey, wakey, Speedy.
Oh.
What was it Madonna said? Papa don't preach. And business is booming.
Wait.
Thank you for asking. My client list keeps growing, but don't worry. You never forget your first customer.
Son turns father into a member of the undead. She Why did Oedipus even cross my mind?
The cardboard box full of paper clips and K-cups. It's the dream that gets me out of bed each day. And after
Just to see his father falter.
I'm gonna stick you in the same hellhole where you stuck Grandpa.
Oh!
Baby, dude.
He loved me. You just don't know the difference.
Fuck. Ooh.
What if the wrong guy got killed? I couldn't find a connection to you
Ooh.
because there wasn't one. But I've got some bad news for you, son.
Because
That's Chad Wolkoff, the one you killed. He's
It
not
was-
who ran over your father
No.
in a drunk driving accident. No, that would
15-year-old kid doing 95. Skids right into him. All I knew about the guy who killed Dad was he was a few years older than me.
And you got his name, but you didn't get his
Name
face.
was Chad Wolkoff. Every once in a while, I would Google this Chad Wolkoff until I finally got a hit last year. He's the right age. I had to see him.
Shit. No. Oh, Major. There's that video he watched in the beginning. And if there's one thing that connects that with Sonny, it's the guilt of one's actions, because Sonny, he killed the wrong Chad, and with Major, I mean, obviously we knew what happened with that father in the last episode, but and the fact that he's basically got a gun pointed to his head working for Max Rager, and how compromising that is morality wise. It's gonna have you depressed, but you know, it's not right, is it, resorting down there? So yeah, but oh, that was chaos, like especially during the middle and whatnot, getting to know a little bit more about Blaine and the daddy issues, I guess, that is there. But I'm really intrigued to see how things proceed from here. So this episode went on two completely different sides. There was some really, really great humor in there, but there was also some really concerning elements, of course, especially towards the end. We find Major just getting hooked on Utopium and is just pretty depressed, especially given the events of what happened in the last episode, and how he's essentially forced to work for Max Rager, because you saw the video he was replaying to really getting to him, as well as the fact that there is that sense of betrayal with him and Liv. So he's going through... The day Major catches a break will be the end of days, because the guy can never seem to catch a break, and he is damaging himself, but there is a lot of guilt going around for him. So yeah, but still, I am really worried about where this is going to go for Major. I feel like with the combination of him working for Max Rager and him potentially being hooked on Utopium, it seems like it's going to go in that direction. I feel like this is going to create an absolute train wreck, and should create some very interesting commotions further down the line this season. So yeah, but I thought this was a really great episode. We had Liv basically be a complete 180 to who she was in last week's episode, where she was cranky Liv. She was now party Liv, basically. And I just really loved some of the shenanigans that was pulled in this episode. And funnily enough, not just from Liv, but we had Ravi and Major out of their minds. Although I gotta say, I loved Ravi just out of his mind on Utopium, of course, for research purposes. So yeah, it was just really, really nuts seeing the trio in the back of the taxi. Just well, it's funny because Liv was the more stable one, and she was the one on Frat Boy minds, wasn't she? So she was still getting connected with Chad, or the deceased Chad, because we had I thought that was very, very bizarre, but creates a very interesting scenario having two Chad, whatever his name was. I thought that was very, very interesting how we had basically a mistaken identity situation, because obviously Sonny thought that the Chad that he killed was the Chad that really affected his life. And he tried to, I say he tried to get revenge for what happened to his father, especially with how he was searching for him, and he got the wrong one. So, it is very, very sad for the Chad that did die, because he was there. He just took the rap for another Chad. It's really, really sad for the Chad that got murdered, because he didn't even do anything wrong. He might have pissed off a few people, contrary to how people viewed him. But he was just there and took the brunt. So it sucks to be Chad, doesn't it? But like I said, I thought it was a very interesting scenario, just having a case of someone having the same name, and the person that Sonny killed was different to the one he intended to kill. So I thought that was pretty interesting. But like I said, I feel like with Major's story and how Sonny felt so much guilt because he killed the wrong Chad. Murder is a big no-no anyways, but there's still a nice connectivity with guilt, isn't there? So, and I feel like there might be that small semblance of guilt from Liv, that she thought she could get her she thought she could be hopeful and try again with Major, because there was that moment where Major was had his head resting on Liv and is like, I'm gonna protect you, etc. He was being quite outspoken, wasn't he, in terms of his because there was some subtle moments of him and Max Rager, as you might tend to slip when you have something secretive and you're out of your mind, right? But there was some, because I'm sure he said in the taxi, they're watching you, etc. That's why he threw her phone out the car. So, not just that though, but there is that protection, and obviously Liv is being targeted if Major doesn't comply to Max Rager. So, but I feel like there will be some kind of guilt going for Liv in terms of her hoping to try again with Major. But it's all looking really, really devastating at the minute for Major. So but I really thought this was a great episode. We got some Blaine as well, with some very interesting moments with Blaine, where he went to confront his father, and his father seemingly shutting him down, especially with how Blaine wasn't exactly the greatest inspiration growing up, etc. Asking him for money, etc. And there. You could sense in that, like with that tone alone between Blaine and his father, that the atmosphere was tense, as well as what was dished out, especially with Blaine intending to take his company and send him packing, etc. You just have his father just shunning him for, I would say, essentially being a failure in a sense. So, especially with how he was like, you failed that semester, etc., and you're always, trying to take money from me, etc., and now you're threatening me with this company, with taking this company from me. So seems to be a very, very stiff atmosphere, especially with the fact that Blaine turned him into a zombie as well. So, as well as the DA, seemingly, I think. There seemed to be that indication you're already dead anyway, so... and I don't think that was a threat. I think that was more so a fact of, well, you are dead. So, but, yeah, like I said, we got a bit of a focus on Blaine with how he's trying to keep his operations above Mr. Boss, I think his name was, yeah. And how he's not a guy to be trifled with, as we have seen with his henchman who took out Blaine's guy. So, and you see Blaine trying to get some extra muscle, I guess, on his side by trying to out Mr. Boss as public enemy number one with the help of the DA, of course. And yeah, so you're seeing Blaine just trying to stand on top of the mountain in this episode, not just try to recruit the DA, but also telling his father, I'm taking this one day. So very interesting stuff from Blaine. But yeah, I thought this was a very, very interesting episode. Like I said, there was this great deal of comedy mixed with that grimness, like especially towards the end, especially with the, you know, dark twist, I would say, of Sonny killing the wrong Chad, and there was like so much guilt, he was being overwhelmed, and it's like, oh shit, what the hell have I done? But there was also some really, really good humorous moments, like we mentioned about Ravi just out of his mind. I just loved that. As well as what Liv did to him with the makeup, that was just nuts. And not just that, the furry discussion as well. You know, I had a feeling where that was going, and I just love how Clive's reaction was like so perplexed. He doesn't know what that shit is, and I'm like, oh, you innocent, like, preserve this guy's innocence, please. So... oh, Clive. But I also just really love his, like, especially in the early stages, Liv just being in party mode. You just have him just I just love that line about Forrest Gump as well. Like, he never knows what to expect. And it's just so funny when you take in consideration 15 episodes, what has it been? And it's still all perplexing for Clive. He's just got a face like I don't know. He's just crashed. He's blue screened of death every time Liv appears, essentially, because she 1 minute she can be grouchy, etc., and telling kids to get off my lawn, or the next week she can be partying, and you just never know what to expect next week. So I just love that line. So yeah, but yeah, pretty great episode, pretty fun stuff. Like I said, a nice blend of that. A nice blend of hilarity mixed with some very, very serious moments, and so much guilt going around as well. So yeah, but thought this was a pretty fun episode. So I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my BD feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!